voices reaches where they are supposed to lobby for ensuring that programs that goes on in the country or in the world at large, they participate in giving their views. That's why you see Uganda now, we have a lot of programs geared at empowering the youth.
All right. Thank you very much. And greetings to the people of Kumi.
Please.
Okay. All right. And now I'm going to have a conversation with the Minister of Gender, Labour and Social Development, Honorable Betty Amongi, who is going to be with us here. And you get to realize also the heat levels within Kumi district here, rather within Soroti district, are quite many and are quite high, if that is the right word to use, brother. Now, I do have the Minister for Gender and Gender, Labour and Social Development. I almost messed up with that. Honorable Betty Amongi, good morning and thank you for joining us.
Good morning, viewers. Welcome to Soroti for the celebration of International Youth Day.
Okay, a message to the people of Teso sub-region. They welcomed us so well yesterday. But what would be your message to them, especially the young people?
To the young people in Teso and beyond, this year's theme is about skilling the youth for enhancing their opportunity. We are going into a global technological world where you need information and skills related to technology, but also skills for job. I want today that you listen to the messages from the leaders and be able to get the niche, change your mindset, take the opportunities. We'll be able to unpackage for you the programs we have that you are able to benefit from. So focus, build skills, build entrepreneurship, get self-employment in the private sector because the public sector no longer has enough jobs. So your skill should be an entrepreneurship skill that can allow you to innovate, that can allow you to start a business, that can allow you to be self-employed.
And Honorable Minister, let's look into the theme this year, which looks at skills development. What efforts are still ongoing by the government, and what efforts are should the young people expect in the coming years from the government to ensure that their skills are upheld and further developed?
Already, government of Uganda has improved the curriculum. The curriculum now embeds technical, institutional, managerial, entrepreneurship, and technological skills. So that starts now integrated from all level onwards. This is a very big step that will support many of the youth to get skills from the early stage on top of any courses that they are doing. We are also conducting a number of skills under the Youth Livelihood Program, under GROW, under the Presidential Skilling Program, under BITVET, which is under Ministry of Education. We have other skilling centers under Ministry of Gender. So the skills that we are now have introduced through different programs should be able to protect the youth and promote the youth in getting skills that will support them into getting jobs. And I'm glad that Uganda is recognized as one of the most entrepreneurial country in the world, but also the youngest country in the world. We have 80% of the youth, 80% of our population are people below 35 years. That is a very powerful statement that the youth defines our generation, and we must make opportunities that will enable them to move our country forward.
And lastly, your message to the young people in the country watching UBC and those celebrating the day.
That this day is not only a celebration. To the youth, this day is a day for you to reflect on what skills is important for your career, for finding entrepreneurship. My message is I do not want youth that are getting skills for seeking a job, but getting skills for creating jobs. And we shall ensure we make programs that will help you and help your innovation to get into the market. And we will be telling you how and where you can get this financing. Thank you.
And there you have it. That is the Minister for Gender, Labour and Social Development, Honorable Betty Amongi, who has been speaking to us, saying that when you look at skills development and what the government is doing, they are making sure that even the institutes or learning and education institutes in the country focus on skills development, and that means that moving forward it will give an opportunity to the many young people to have various jobs, but they will have these jobs by creating them for their fellow young people, and the government is ensuring that that is something very possible. Now allow me also introduce to you the MC of the day, who is also from the Teso sub-region and from Soroti district as well. Good morning and thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much. I want to thank UBC for covering this National Youth Day celebrations, which is coming from our district of Soroti. My name is Bob Owin. I am a district councillor. I represent the sub-county of Tubur. I'm also a member of the district youth council, so I'm a youth leader. And on behalf of the people of Soroti, I want to say we are happy for this opportunity. Of all the 146 districts in our country, they have chosen our district to host. So we are happy and grateful to government, to His Excellency the President, the Minister of Gender, and everybody who has made this day possible here for us, the young people of Teso, the young people of Uganda, and of Soroti.
Okay, and to the young people of Soroti, I've seen you've been addressing everyone who is here in 2 languages. Allow me also ask you to reintroduce yourself using the language of the land, so that a viewer who is within the Teso sub-region can feel comfortable and feel highly welcome that this is in their region.
Atekere yala manoi ikakrora BOB Bobo Win arange district councilor lo gotem etemlo Tubur arange ngaron la tumuna ko councilor la tumunak ido lo lengo ngesara ila yete programane kedikana channel wa polo ido anua ngunu akoronga tema reberare rengne polo noi ni jao natekere no Teso adumuna para ne pol aya no district awok ikote shalam kini papa president kura shalam kini apugan kaitunga kere lwesipe do saparani na aja kini ne Teso aja kini Soroti otemula Suret lolo Soroti kwa PTC yala masonoi. Yes.
Let's now focus on youth development. How do we enhance skills amongst the young people, because this is very critical? There are less jobs available, but skills development is something that many young people can involve in. What do you say about it as a youth leader?
First of all, we want to say technical education and skills development is the way to go. We can study courses like social work, social development. They are good, but they cannot bring food on table. White collar jobs are very few. But now with technical education and skills enhancement, you can get a skill and survive on a skill. So people used to think technical education is for the dwarf, people who are not academically stable, but technical education requires people with the skills and talents and brains. So let's embrace technical education, let's embrace skill development, because you can survive with your skill and earn a living from your skill. Yes.
And what should we expect on this grateful day of the celebrations? You are one of the masters of ceremony today, and what can you give as a roadmap picture of what to expect today?
First of all, there is a national parade manned by Uganda Police and Uganda prisons here. There are local and national and international artists here. There are great performances. There is a great exhibition show. You're seeing the tent there. There's a lot of fun here. There's a lot of excitement. There's a lot of vibe. For us, the young people, we say a lot of vibe in the young people. And indeed, we are celebrating and we're happy so very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your time as well. Eyala Manoi. Okay, and there you have it. He's one of the youth leaders as well in Kumi, rather in Teso sub-region, Soroti district. Now I'm mentioning something to do with Kumi district because they are neighboring districts here, and of course many of the people from the Teso sub-region also reside within the districts nearby. Here Serere, mentioned Kumi, and of course many people are coming here to celebrate this very important day of the Youth Day celebrations. I'll be back shortly as we continue having these conversations, and well, of course, just to take you back a little bit from the perspective of many of my guests that I've had in the morning here, is that you do realize that youth development, youth skill development has been one of the most crucial elements over the years. Why is this so? When you look at a population that is growing every other year, it demands high level of employment opportunities. Now, the chances are very minimal for the employment opportunities to be available. This is why you do realize that many of the youth leaders are within themselves coming up with various groups to ensure that they continue pushing for youth development and involvement in various sectors, because this will enhance their opportunities, and then also not only enhance the opportunities but also give a clear move for the many young people. And also, not to forget, I am part of the young people, and I'm also part of the youth, if so to speak, and pretty much representing the Gen Zs this particular morning here in Soroti. The Soroti Kowa Teachers College grounds, where we are here. For those of you within the region and you want to be part of the celebrations are quite open, because so many people within the Teso sub-region are just coming in. We are having various delegates, various diplomats who are making their way here. We are also having various ministers in various categories and different disciplines as well, making their way here. Various youth groups, not only within the Teso sub-region but countrywide, because we do have quite many of the youth leaders at district level, because the government has been very, very intentional when it comes to involving the young people. Under the National Youth Council, you get to realize that it's something that you need to understand. Now, the king of Kumam, he's also on ground here, and that is the person who is actually also arriving. Now, the Itasot and the Kumam are the major tribes here, but please don't forget that these are welcoming people, and we quite have a number of tribes being introduced here. Not only the Itasot and the people from Kumam, but we also have quite a number of tribes being represented as well. Now, let me get into more conversations with some of the leaders who are here to ensure that we have more conversations and preparing you for what to expect in the next few hours or so. Good morning, sir. You're live on UBC.
Thank you. Chomia James is my name. I am the Deputy Resident District Commissioner Kumi. First of all, I want to thank His Excellency the President, Retired General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, for whatever he's doing, considering and prioritizing the young generation, the younger people of this country on his agenda. Whatever he's doing, when you realize, you will see and you will appreciate that the younger people has been brought on board. Right? See, you first observe, see from this one, from the representative, they are being representatives at the Parliament of the Parliament of the Republic of Uganda. Let's first see, just see, from every sub-region of this country, you see that the younger, we have the presidential industrial hubs, and the younger people are being trained in different disciplines, different skills, tailoring, carpentry, hairdressing, and a number of them. And the younger people are taking it up, and they are being trained, and they are learning these skills. And at the end of the day, they are being employed in that way. And you see that also our younger people, like you say in PDM, you see 30% our younger people are also benefiting from that way. And a number of things, you see that the younger people have been prioritized, like what following also the recent census count, which was the younger people are the majority of this country here.
Okay, now let's have honest conversations about their involvement. Quite many times we've seen young people getting involved, but there are some shortfalls as well. How do we then address some of the issues the young people are facing? Because many of them are facing problems, underrepresentation at different levels, and then their voices are not heard as much as we want them to be heard. What then should we do moving forward?
Thank you so much. Me personally speaking, myself, I'm a youth leader. I'm a youth leader representing the young people of Venarim of Ginger. But really, you will see, you will appreciate, you realize that the government has done everything for the young people of this country. But the issue, the main challenge we are facing is the issue of mindset change. Is what we are saying. The moment, actually, it should be a call to the government and each and everyone, all of us, to first put emphasis on the issue of mindset change. And when we do this, to see that we are waking up some of our colleagues who are still sleeping, to realize what the government is bringing for them, what the government is doing for them. I see we have little in a number of these challenges which have been there. You realize that we have representatives at Parliament. We have representatives at Parliament. We have area MPs, whom through as the younger people, we take in, we submit in our queries, our issues which is affecting the younger people, which we believe that they represent us, and and they talk for us and they represent our issues. Not only there, but you see that we have represented right from village level. The young people are represented village level, parish level, sub-county level, at the district level, even at the national level. So there are very many channels where the young people can represent our challenges. But also, government should continue emphasizing and embarking on the issue of skilling the young population.
Okay. Yes.
Thank you so much, Lamanoy.
And there you have it. I'll be back shortly to have more conversations and discussions with the different leaders or the different youth leaders. Let me switch you back to the presentations on the main stage of the presentations here in Soroti district at the Soroti Core Teachers College. I'm Jerome Paul Sonko for UBC TV. Stick around because the live broadcast does continue. Good morning.
Development man, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. No change, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. A peacemaker, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. No change, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. We might link up someday. We might meet in some corner. Someday, you might need me somewhere someday. Somewhere, you might want me somewhere someday.
Shocking statistics on road crashes in Uganda show that there were over 23,608 road accidents in a single year, 2023. This highlights an increase of 16% compared to the previous year. The Uganda Traffic and Road Safety Report of 2023 also shows that there were 24,728 casualties from road crashes, with 4,806 people dead, 16,736 seriously injured, and 3,186 escaping with minor injuries. The rampant increase in the number of road crashes and casualties in Uganda is seriously alarming. According to Uganda Police Traffic Report, 80% of road crashes in Uganda are as a result of speeding, reckless driving, and violation of traffic rules and regulations. Your life and that of other road users matters. Every life taken or injured in a road crash is an emotional loss to a family, resource loss to a business, development contribution loss to a community, and a socio-economic loss to the nation. Join hands together to reduce and, if possible, eliminate road crashes from our roads by avoiding reckless driving, obeying traffic signs and rules, and maintaining public safety intelligence to keep ourselves, passengers and other road users safe at every time. Remember, drive safe today to live again tomorrow. Tofira kukubo.
Uganda, are you ready to kick things up to the next level? The Uganda National Lottery brings you Sports Take 10. Predict the results of 10 football games and win big. With tickets at only 500 shillings, join the fun and make your predictions count with Sports Take 10. Sports Take 10, your ticket to football glory.
Uganda National Lottery. Dream, play, win. Participants must be 18 years or older. Play responsibly. The Uganda National Lottery is operated by Ituba Uganda and regulated by the National Lotteries and Gaming Regulatory Board.
Nyati Motion Pictures brings you Tuko Pamoja, Kingdoms of Mountain Rwenzori segment. What are the dynamics of the peoples occupying the foothills of the famous mountains of the moon? What brings them together?
One way of identifying ourselves would be the Rwenzori Mountain,
where the God happy dwells.
In Uganda, we are called Bakonjo, Bakonzo, Baira. In Congo, we are called Banande.
Ababuisa barukiro bwingi, n'abamba barukiro bwingi, bali mu Congo.
The Basongora community is a very old community here, Western Uganda and Eastern Congo.
So both Kasese, Toro were part of Nyoro Kitara Kingdom.
We are similar people.
We are one. Use that word, pamoja.
It will be showing in Nibundubugyo at Anders Hotel on Friday 16th August and Kasese at Uhuru Plus Hotel on Saturday 17th August 2024, starting at 4:30 p.m. To get a ticket, call 0778 787 660. Tuko pamoja?
Uganda is Kamuda Seed Secondary School. Join me in welcoming Kamuda Seed Secondary School in giving testimony in the goodness of the NRM government as we serve the people of Uganda through the stewardship of His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, the President of the Republic of Uganda. Thank you very much.
In the minds of a youth, a spark is lit, a potential flame waiting to hit. The right skills and knowledge are a guiding light to shape our future and to make it bright. With every step and with every fall, we rise again and stand tall.
Our skills and talents are honored and refined by the NRM government with a masterpiece of character and mind. And through mentorship and guidance by the President, we find our ways and opportunities that comes with each new day. A fire that burns with a purpose that is cool.
Boys and girls, with skill development, we spread our wings and fly where our dreams take us. So long as our voices are heard, our tongue will be told.
His Excellency the President and other officials, we seek for your empowerment, for us to shine with all our lights, for we are the future and the change we seek. And with the skill development, our potentials will speak for God and my country.
Use development, ideas and skills, a new refresher for our future. We lay a strong foundation for success, modeling the youth within their skills. Use development, ideas and skills, a new refresher for our future. We lay a strong foundation for success, modeling the youth within their skills. Thank you. And your President Yoweri Museveni for coming to Soroti for Youth Day celebration. Thank you. And your President Yoweri Museveni for coming to Soroti for Youth Day celebration. Implications comes to the who? Yoweri Museveni. Good governance comes to the who? NRM government. Good success comes to the who? Yoweri Museveni. Development comes to the who? NRM government. Education comes to the who? Yoweri Museveni. Good governance comes to the who? NRM government. Good security comes to the who? Yoweri Museveni. Development comes to the who? NRM government. We promise you, dear President, we the youth of this nation. We shall never take Kenjala. We shall never take Waragi. much.
Thank you so much.
The song is a very beautiful one from one of the presentations we're having here. Now, let me get enough to be having the State Minister for Gender, Labour and Social Development in charge of Youth and Children Affairs. And, well, a very warm welcome, Honorable Balam Balgahara.
I'm glad. I want to thank UBC for covering our event since yesterday. I want to thank you very, very much. And I want to thank the viewers. And I want to congratulate all the young people of Uganda upon reaching yet another day, special day for you, the International Youth Day, where we reflect on the achievements of the youth, the importance of the youth, and the way to go for the youth. As government of Uganda, we are pleased that so many programs have been earmarked for our young people. Among the programs that have been earmarked, among them is training, skilling, equipping, commercial farming, PDM, youth livelihood program. All those programs are earmarked. Like every big program, there is a percentage of young people. I want to thank government for what they have done. And I'm encouraging those of you who are still at your homes in Soroti to come in. We have one more tent to fill. The other tent is yet to get filled. So join in and we enjoy together. Let's get in and enjoy.
All right. And what would be your message to the young people who are watching us this morning?
I want to encourage young people, learn how to live a modest life. Don't be extravagant. I had a challenge yesterday. The president gave young people money and they said it is not enough. They rejected it. So how much is enough? What is enough can only be made by you when you do your business and save money and save profit and spend as you want. That is what we call enough. If you don't do that, then there is a problem. So I want to encourage you young people, get off that habit of demanding for money. Money is not everything.
Okay. Yes. Thank you very much, Honorable.
I look forward to present the challenges, the remaining of the medical intern. The medical interns, I want to talk about them. I want to thank the president for the NUP, so-called NUP prisoner of war. They call them what? The NUP jailed youth who were misled by NUP. He's considered for being kind and deciding to consider that he will give them a second chance. So I will thank the president. Several other things. The details will be in my speech in the coming few hours.
All right. Thank you very much. And of course, the conditions here are quite timid, I should say, if that is the word. I'm looking for the better words to kind of explain to you the kind of weather conditions here. The temperatures are really high. It's hot in here. So for those who are coming in for the celebrations, you can please join us as well. But be mindful of the fact that we have quite a number of what could I say? The temperatures are quite high, so you have to be prepared. Hydration is important. An umbrella is also kind of important as well. Now let me get into some of the other conversation with some of the other leaders here as well. Good morning, sir. Thank you for joining us. Your name and introduction.
Yes, good morning, the viewers. I'm Honorable Dr. Abbas Agaba. Currently, I am Secretary General of the African and Arab Youth Council. I used to be Vice Chairman of the National Youth Council. I'm really very happy and proud to be part of these celebrations. And passionately, because I used to be RDC for Soroti District, I am happy to come back to Teso region.
Let's have the significance of this day to the